Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to a new video of Sunanda's tutorial. So in this video we will discuss about hydrosphere. It is the part 3 video of ecology. In my previous videos I have already discussed about the basic concept of ecology. Then in part 2 the structure and composition of different layers of atmosphere and details about the atmosphere. And in this video we will discuss details about the hydrosphere. As I have already said that the atmosphere contains the air which covers the earth and the celestial bodies. And what is hydrosphere then? It refers to all the water that covers the earth's surface. Water covers approximately 71% of earth's surface and consists of ocean, lakes, rivers and groundwater. Because it regulates the climate and influence the distribution of plant, because plants generally depend on the water for the preparation of their food, so they grow more wherever water is present. So it influences the distribution of plants and animal species. The hydrosphere is important part of the Earth's environment because it regulates the climate, and how it regulates the climate we will see in our next slide, and also influence the distribution of plants and animal. We also depend on water. Then hydrosphere mainly consists of hydrological cycle and components of hydrosphere. So let's discuss. First of all, hydrological cycle. The circulation of water within Earth's hydrosphere in various states such as liquid, solid and gaseous is known as hydrological cycle. It is also called the water cycle. It refers to the continuous exchange of water or continuous exchange in the various forms of water between land surface, ocean, subsurface as well as organism. The water cycle consists of 4 steps. One is evaporation, in which the water from lake, ocean, stream evaporate by the heat of the sunlight or sun rays. So it gets evaporated. Then condensation occur in the sky. Then precipitation. The water again comes into the earth surface. Then surface runoff. Like this the water cycle continues. So at first, by the sun's heat that causes water from lake, ocean, streams to evaporate, and the ocean contains approximately 71% of water on the earth, and remaining water is found in lakes, glacier, ice caps, groundwater sources and soil and various forms of life. Then evaporation returns approximately 59% of water that reaches the land to the atmosphere, and in this way the water finally evaporate and reaches the atmosphere. Evaporation occur in ocean as well as in other location. The process by which liquid turns into gases called the evaporation, and in this process water finally returns back to the atmosphere. Water vapor carried away by hot air begins to cool as it rises above the earth's surface, and it eventually transforms into cloud when it reaches to the sky, and this process is called condensation. This cooling down or this transformation of water vapor into cloud is called the condensation process. When water condenses in the cloud, it becomes heavy and begin to fall back as snow or rain depending on the temperature of the atmosphere. This process is known as precipitation. When it rains, soil absorbs small amount of water which becomes the groundwater. The remainder flows through the hills, mountains and various parts of the hydrosphere. This is referred to as surface runoff. Next, this is the water cycle, where at first from this various water sources water gets evaporated and finally reaches to the sky, where it converts into the clouds. Water vapors converts into the clouds by the process of condensation. Water vapors get condensed and transform into the clouds, and these clouds in the form of precipitation again returns back to the earth's surface in the form of rain, snow, etc. Then finally, when they reach into the on the earth's surface, some water absorbed from soil, absorbed by the soil and stored as groundwater, and some flows as surface runoff. So in this way the water cycle continues following main four steps. One is evaporation, one is condensation, one is precipitation, and finally the absorption by soil and soil runoff. Then hydrosphere components. What are the components of hydrosphere? Any water storage area on earth that holds liquid water is a part of the hydrosphere, and as a result hydrosphere is made up of diverse range of formations, and there are four major components of hydrological cycle. One is ocean, freshwater, glacial water or atmospheric water vapors. Ocean, the vast majority of water on our planet is salt water, and the ocean contains the vast majority of salt water. Ocean can be found greater depth beneath the earth's surface. Ocean, unlike continents, merge seamlessly and become difficult to distinguish various oceans. According to geographers, the earth's 5 distinct oceans are Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean and Southern Oceans. Then freshwater. So the ocean contains the salty water and then the fresh water, naturally occurring liquid, and frozen water containing low concentration of dissolved salt or other dissolved solid known as fresh water. Although seawater and brackish water are specifically excluded, non-salty mineral rich water such as chalybeate spring are included. Fresh water is much less abundant than salt water and can be found in variety of environments. Lake, rivers, streams are example of surface freshwater sources. Then glacial water. These sources, the glacial water is water that melts from glaciers. It normally occurs at glacier's base, but it can also form on and inside or beneath it. The world's glacier are thinning as Earth's atmosphere warms, boosting freshwater discharges to all type of glacial lakes. Then atmospheric water vapor. Under typical atmospheric circumstances, water vapors is continuously created by evaporation and removed by condensation. It is less dense than most other air constituents and cause convection current, which can lead to clouds, which is present in two forms. One is surface water. Any body of water found on Earth's surface is known as surface water, like the ocean, fresh water like river, stream and lake, and groundwater, the water that absorb into the soil and stored in large aquifers beneath the ground is known as the groundwater. Then the significance of hydrosphere. It is an important component of living cell, because the cell of living organisms are made up of at least 75% of water. Water provides habitat to many flora and fauna, and the plants generally found in the form of phytoplanktons, and the animals like zooplankton, fishes and many other aquatic forms are present in the water. So they provide a habitat to flora and fauna. Then existence of Earth's atmosphere. The hydrosphere makes a significant contribution to current state of atmosphere. The Earth's atmosphere was extremely thin when it was first created. Helium, hydrogen were tightly packed in the atmosphere, just like they are now on Mercury. Helium and hydrogen eventually went off from atmosphere. As the earth cooled, the gases and water vapor produced become current atmosphere. Other gases and water vapor were also released by volcanoes and entered into the atmosphere. Then fulfill basic human needs. Water is used by human in a number of ways. The most obvious use is drinking, but we also use for domestic purposes such as washing, cleaning, as well as in industries. Furthermore, we use water to generate electricity via the hydropower. Then the impact of Earth's climate. Impact on Earth's climate. The specific heat of water is one of its distinguishing feature. This indicates that water has slow rate of heating and cooling. It helps to regulate the temperature on Earth, so they remain within an acceptable range for life to exist. So it is all about the hydrological cycle and the hydrosphere. In my next class I will discuss about the details about lithosphere. So stay tuned and enjoy my videos like this. Thank you.